Ashley Share. I'm the founder and CEO of ShareLove.Fund. Today we are in week 19 of our RYT 200 registered yoga teacher 200-hour training. We have our pose of the week, just as we do every week. Our pose of the week is half moon. So half moon to the side, and we will get into that. We will maybe kind of warm up into it on the other side, so half moon. Each week we have a pose of the week. Why do we have that? We have that because the Share method was developed to give incarcerated women a yoga teaching degree so that they may have a livelihood that respects their mind, body, and soul, should they ever need it. A large portion of the incarcerated female population is illiterate, so one way that we can learn is we found learning by repetition is an effective tool. So we have 52 lessons. You can take our course on demand at ShareLove.Fund/train, and you can take it at your own pace, but we also have these 52-week lesson plans so that each week we highlight a pose of the week. That helps memorize it for repetition. Not that our poses are the best poses, but by limiting the scope of yoga, we are able to create confident yoga teachers. When you become a yoga teacher, maybe you'll use this pose of the week, half moon, or maybe you won't use it, but it will be a tool in your tool belt. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. We're traveling and our tripod situation got a little moved, but I want to just make sure the mat is in the picture. So I think that that will be okay. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, whatever. It's live, flips and bloopers and all. I think I'm gonna just move the mat back. That solves that problem. So I'll move the mat back so you can see the feet. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I'll fix that. Today we have Peter Icavello from Bronxville Wellness Sanctuary. So it's a practice, not a perfect. This is a DIY, low budget. I think I'm just gonna do this, is more centered. Okay, awesome. Oh, here, sorry. Peter's giving me cues other than.
This way we're not filming crooked.
Yes, but I think we still are. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. What matters is how you feel today and that you are getting your yoga teaching degree.
So part of Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon pose, Ardha means half, so half moon pose. So Ardha Chandrasana is a balancing pose, which requires a lot of focus. It is a pose that strengthens our core, so it's a lot of core. It also stretches, as most poses do, one side of the body, strengthens another side of the body. And we will definitely get into each side, maybe a little differently we'll approach. You know, you can, with these videos that we're doing where Ashley has broken it down, where it's a week by week pose, it makes our training, not that it's the best, it actually is. No, but what makes it really good is that when you do a yoga teacher training, sometimes if you do a compacted, like a month in-house training or destination training, or you do a 2-week destination training like in Costa Rica or Hawaii, they throw so many poses at you that yes, you do learn them, but then you have to take all that you learned in 16, 18, 30 days and kind of practice that off the mat as well. Doing this 1 week at a time, or if you want to do a couple of videos in a day or a couple of videos a week, what's nice is that we break down each pose. You can have a class, so you can structure 52 separate classes coming out of our training, doing a peak pose leading up to that, doing a class leading up to that peak pose. That's what a lot of yoga teachers do in the beginning, which I highly recommend if you're a new yoga teacher or just starting to branch out. Instead of focusing on 75 poses, just do one peak pose and practice to get there. You know, and you can integrate so many different things. to get there. You can do flows in between. So just know that one pose, just because we're doing it, doesn't mean that that's it. That's just you're building and building and building and building. And then take your favorite poses and maybe you sequence a class off of your favorite poses. So just know that you can be so creative with yoga.
Totally, and with each pose, there's so many variations and modifications for half moon. Even on the mat, you could do something like this, and that could be amazing for a prenatal class, which I don't want to talk too much about because Yoga Alliance asks us to keep it clean in each degree, to only focus on that degree. But for example, you can take our RYT course, ShareLove.Fund/RPYT, and learn more about this. So this would be a way to modify half moon, and you can have fun with sequencing from table into that. So by focusing on the 45 key signature poses, and we break it down with 52 weeks, that is a way to really drill down the fundamentals, and how customized you make it from that is your own decision. So I will give Peter the floor and let him lead us today. With over 25 years of experience, it's a gift to have him in the studio today. And we can learn from the best.
And it's a gift to be here as well.
Oh.
It's always a gift to be here. So with that said, thank you so much, audience, for letting us talk in YouTube land. So sometimes we talk too much. Sometimes it's just enough, or sometimes it's not enough. And please, any comments, concerns, remember life, yoga, our profession, we're always in a practice. We're never truly there. We're always evolving and learning and always a practice. Life itself is a practice. If you think you've got life perfected, you're wrong.
It's so true. Just one example of that in yoga is, let's say you are a guru and you truly know everything. Well, then the mission is to educate others and to be a teacher and to reach more people. So it's just really never done, whether you are focused on improving yourself or whether maybe if you feel like you found the secret to life, then the job is to share it. So there's always something, something on the to-do list.
Always. And the best place to teach from is from your own wisdom, from your own practices, no matter what you want to teach or want to share. The best place to teach from, that was part of my 500-hour teacher training, was to become an acharya. An acharya is a spiritual teacher, and all it means is that you're connected to yourself and you're able to teach others from your own frame of reference and share. You teach, but it's not up to them to say, okay, this is the letter J, you have to write it this way. No, it's like, this is the way I write the letter J. The letter J might be a good thing for you. So write it the way you feel. And it's perfect for you, the way you wrote the letter J. So that's what it really means, right? So we're not sharing our perfection, we're sharing our tools and our life, our experience, where we are. Maybe we can pass on some wisdom, and in passing on some wisdom to someone else, they're passing on their wisdom to you.
There's some deep stuff going on in our studio today, but that is true, that you learn so much by teaching.
My best teacher is the student that's in front of me. I'll be honest with you, my best teacher is that student that's in front of me. Whoever I'm teaching, I've worked with Ashley now for the last almost 4 years together, and I have to tell you, learned so much from this woman. She says she learns from me, but I learn a lot from her too.
He's being super nice because we're on camera.
Even if we're off camera, say the same thing. All right, so with that said, let's come to a nice comfortable seat. I see that you're comfortable there. Maybe just slide that block over to the left under your left knee. Just a little, just like that. So that your hips are nice and square, nice and even. You feel good here? You feel nice and even here?
Sure, I can do
right
it.
one. There you go.
Perfect on symmetry.
Nice. All right, so from here, Ashley, begin to turn your focus and attention inward. And begin to notice your breath. Notice the texture of your breath. Is your breath fluid like water? Is your breath restricted? And just notice where you are in your day, what it is that you're feeling, what has happened, what has transpired to lead you to this moment. And know that there's nowhere to go, no place to be, but here and now. Cultivating connection from the inside out. Yoga creates space from our inner body to our physical body. It creates space in our mind. It helps unveil our true self to ourselves. It helps reveal what is going on. Sometimes it's really important to sit with ourselves and just what it feels like to turn attention onto us. Put that light bulb on us. These self-check-ins, these realizations don't have to be long. You can make that a simple little practice before you get out of bed, while you're in the shower, before you're about to eat breakfast. Taking a few breaths before you drive off to your day, or a few breaths when you arrive to your destination before you walk into your office if it's work. It's almost like you're putting a pause on life for a moment to reset. Take a few rounds of conscious breath, Ardha breath. Inhale, fill the belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale from the chest, ribs, the belly. Inhale, fill the belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. And then draw the hands to heart center, relaxing our elbows down, in towards the midline, just to soften our chest. And let's bow our chin to chest in honor of us being here, and to envision ourselves in our peak pose. If you can see it, you can achieve it. It might not look like yoga journal, but it looks like our own journal. We're writing our own script every single day. And every time we come into the same pose, whether we've practiced it 10,000 times or once, each time we go into each pose, or that same pose, it's going to look different. Just accept that. It's not about being perfect. It's about practice. Swami Kripali, who is one of my teachers, said that life is all about practice, practice, practice. Simple, just simple as that. And as we lift our head, ready to start our day, inhale, sweep the arms out overhead. Interlace our hands. And then from here, flip the palms to face the ceiling and push up and drop our head back. Exhale it out. Inhale, reach up through the hands and palms. Exhale, drop the head back just a bit more. And then draw our chin back to parallel with the earth. And then lean over to the left side. The other side. Inhale, press nice and high up. Drop the head back, a slight lean back. And then exhale, fold, 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 fold. And then reach your hands toward the earth out in front of you. And then begin to walk your hands over toward the right side. Press your left hip down, press your right hip down. Walk over towards the left side. And then walk your hands to center, but have your hands to the width of the mat or your knees. Yeah, a little bit more in front of you, but wide. Yeah, there you go. Let your head be heavy. All right. Then now from here, begin to slide your hands beneath your shoulders, press yourself up, and then interlace the hands one more time. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Remember, this is a heart opener. Ardha Chandrasana is a heart opener. And then exhale, lower the left hand down, and then lean over to the left. Beautiful. So let's practice that Ardha Chandrasana. One little thing from here from the shoulders. Press your left hand down, look down towards your left hand, and then rotate as you press into the heel of your left hand. Look up toward the ceiling, look up toward the sky at the right hand. And then look down. Spread your chest open and wide. And then look up again. Inhale. And then exhale, bring both hands up together. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Press into the heel of the right hand. Peel your right shoulder back, left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, looking down at the right hand. Inhale, looking up at the left. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up. Opening up that chest, opening up the shoulders wide, engaging our core. Inhale. Exhale, bring both hands together and rest. Now, make your way to tabletop. Slide the props off the front of the mat. Have your block on either side, of the mat. We will be using the blocks today. And then just come into some cat cows, actually. Just nice, gentle cat cows. Couple more. Beautiful. Now from here, inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slight bend in your knees in this first down dog. Beautiful. Now walk your feet towards your hands, come to a forward fold. And I'm just going to ask you to slide your bolster off the mat. Beautiful.
Oh, I didn't realize my mat went up that high. Okay. So this is reality yoga.
That's right. Now, from here, take your heels and then press them outward ever so slightly. Yes, you feel your side, you feel your glutes engaged there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Now hug the opposite elbows. Hug the opposite elbows. Now inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Press into your feet. Exhale, rise up to stand, arms reach out and overhead. Beautiful. And then come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms alongside you, palms facing forward. Draw the shoulder blades in, lifting up through the crown of the head. Pulling the belly in and up to support your spine. And then inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Palms directly out in front, arms directly out in front. Palms facing in towards one another. Send your hips back as you pull the belly in and drop your hips down. Bend your knees ever so slightly. Drop your sacrum down to pull the belly and take the curve out of the middle back. Beautiful, Ashley. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, step your left foot back. High lunge. Bring your left foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Swing out on railroad tracks. And breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep the arms out and overhead. Exhale, high lunge. Sink down a bit more. Right knee over the right ankle. And then now from here, draw the arms alongside you. No, alongside you. Beautiful. And then hinge over at the hips. No, but arms alongside you though. Yeah, there you go. Breathe, Ashley. Breathe. Inhale. On your exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, begin to rotate so that your left elbow comes on the outside of your right thigh. Beautiful. Again, just practicing. Just practicing. And breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, begin to rotate the torso so that your shoulders are squared with the front of the mat. Beautiful. Stay right there, but hinge over the hips, hands to heart center. Core is engaged. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, inhale, we come back to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. And then inhale. Flip that right hand to face the ceiling. Left hand comes behind you, peaceful warrior. Exhale it out. Inhale, right forearm to right thigh. Exhale, extend the arm out and overhead. Extend it with a straight arm. Good. And then from here, press into your right forearm, right knee, and then rotate your heart open just a bit more on the right side, left side. No, you were right. Just press down into the right forearm and then peel your heart back. Good. Nice, Ashley. Slide your left foot back just a bit more. Now, inhale, left hand to left thigh, right hand reaches up, peaceful warrior. Exhale. Inhale, windmill the hands down to plank. Exhale, drop the knees down, just the chin straight between the hands. Beautiful. Inhale, come into baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Just gonna use this as an opportunity to slip off my socks
Uh-oh.
now that I'm getting a little warmed up.
She's getting serious now, folks. Watch out, she's getting serious. Press into the outer edges of the feet, the heels. Good. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward, right foot forward, forward, forward. Hug the opposite elbows. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Press into feet, exhale, stand. Mountain pose. Palms facing forward. Shoulder blades in. Inhale, hands rise up and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, step your right foot back to high lunge. Good job, Ashley. Inhale, hands to heart center. Fold at the hip. Exhale, stay right there. Inhale, take your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Look down, look up. Next, inhale. Begin to rotate the torso so that it's square with the top of the mat. Your shoulders are square with the top of the mat. So rotate so that your shoulders are square. Beautiful. Arms alongside you. Inhale. Inhale, sweep the arms out and overhead. And then from here, inhale, lower your right foot down, open to warrior two. So your right foot is parallel with the back of the mat, front foot is parallel with the front of the mat. Look at that front foot. Can I turn the heel out? Yeah. Very nice, actually. Inhale, left hand reaches up toward the sky, peaceful warrior. Exhale, right elbow goes down onto the left thigh. And then reach that left arm overhead. Overhead. There you go. Press into your left forearm and peel your right shoulder and hip back together. Begin to feel any pain in your neck. Look down. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to heart center. Float up to the ball of your right foot. Right foot.
Okay.
Float up to the ball of your
I
right
would
foot.
know.
Just the ball of your right foot.
Okay.
And then step your right foot forward. Mountain pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, hands reach out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Beautiful. Hang out here, one breath in. On a breath out. Exhale, child pose. Rest in your child pose. Rest, rest, rest. Then from here, inhale, push yourself up into tabletop. Exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward, left leg steps forward, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into your feet and stand mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, step your right foot back so that your right heel is in line with your left. So bring your right heel down. Now look, is it in line with your left? You need to scoot your right heel back and in more. Now, scooch it over more towards the left. You're gonna be like on, yeah, there you go.
Alright, maybe I didn't do so well in geometry.
That's okay. You feel a little stretch there in front of that right thigh?
Yes.
Beautiful. Now from here, inhale, hands to heart center. Fold at the hips so that you can have the blocks on either side. Beautiful. Now from here, just begin to scoot your right foot in just a few inches. Your right foot, that's your left.
Okay.
Scoot your right foot, no, forward.
Good to know.
Forward. Scoot your right foot forward, just a little bit more, a little more. Now right heel comes down. Nice. Now from here, Begin to straighten out your left leg. This way you get a stretch. You're in your pyramid pose. Good job, Ashley. Try to draw your forehead to knee to get that flexibility. Good. This flexibility is necessary. And then from here, begin to come to a flat back as you're in this. Bring your blocks to the next height. Good. So that helps you with a flat back. Take your right hand to the outer edge of the brick that's on the left side, on the block on the left side. Take your left arm and extend it out like an airplane wing. And then just take a rotation. Beautiful. Before we go into the full rotation, bring your arm flat to parallel with the earth. Now, squeeze or hug your thighs together. Squeeze your thighs together first. And now press into the heel of your right hand. Hug your thighs together and just rotate a few inches back. That's it, that's it, that's it. Get your stability, get your balance, and then rotate back just a bit more. Good job, Ashley. Inhale. On the exhale, lower that left hand down to block. Bring the right hand to the right block. And then step your left foot back. Good. And then step your right foot forward. Beautiful. Left heel in line with your right. So bring your left. Yeah, there you go. Now bend your right knee. Inhale. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend it. And then from here, inhale, half lift, come to a half. Beautiful, half lift. Take your left hand and come to the outer edge of the block that's over on the right side. Maybe bring that block on the right hand just a little closer to the body. Beautiful. Now extend your right arm out like an airplane wing. Stack your shoulder over your wrist to protect your wrist. Inhale. Exhale, begin to rotate so that your left arm, your right arm goes toward the sky. Hug your thighs in towards one another. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower that right foot hand down, right foot. Beautiful. And then step your right foot back. And then press into the blocks as you draw your chest closer to your knees.
This feels great. This is almost like a standing downward puppy.
Feels great between the shoulders specifically, right?
Like for people who have upper back tension, this can be a great
Oh yeah.
stretch. This would be an example of like how blocks help you get into various positions to get deeper stretches. It's not like this stretch with the blocks, it's not like that the blocks are beginner level and that this is advanced. It's like this is a different stretch. Like this stretch is stretching the back of my hamstrings and my lower back. This stretch is stretching my underarm area and the lateral muscle in my upper back. Like it's actually using the blocks allows us to isolate different muscle groups and to heighten the stretch in certain areas. So you can think of the blocks more as like scaffolding to get you into this position or that position to really work a particular muscle group and not like intermediate, advanced or something.
And now from here, walk your feet towards your hands. Or towards the blocks. Press into your feet, come to mountain pose. For a quick little check-in, little inventory of where we are, how do we feel, nice and twisted, a little stretched out.
Good.
So the twist through the torso doing so we didn't call it out, but we did revolve triangle. Why do we do revolve triangle? Because you're gonna do, even though we're not doing revolved half moon, I like to get the twist in. This way our bodies are able to open up. The counter twist. So we twist one way to constrict, and we twist the opposite way to open up. Okay, so now from here, bring your blocks to the top of the mat. All right, you want to be in that height, that's fine. And your right ear is going to be over your right shoulder. So, your right shoulder is going to be, when you're on the block, you'll see, we're going to line it up so that your right arm's on the block, left arm's on the block, this way, yeah, there you go. Have both, yeah, we're not going to do that yet, but that's essentially where we're going. So your shoulders. So now from here, come into...
All right, so you want the blocks under my shoulders.
Under your shoulders, correct. And now just come to half lift, and then come up to mountain pose to stand. Beautiful. So the reason why we're using the blocks, because it makes, like Ashley just said, it makes the postures more accessible. And it's not about weakness, it's about strength, actually, increasing flexibility. The blocks, as you can become very creative. Now from here, inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, step your right foot back to high lunge. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then now from here, draw your right heel down so that it's in line with your left. Nice job. And then from here, bring your left foot back towards you a little. Pull it back. Left foot, left. No. In. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now from here, begin to take your left hand, rotate your hips so that they're facing. Now bring both hands to the blocks. Now, with your left leg nice and strong, and no bent, begin to float your right foot. Just float it. That's it. Just float. Just float. Now, square your hips. So bring your right hip a little bit more forward. Good, Ashley. Square your hips. And then maybe you need to move the blocks a little bit more forward. Yeah, there you go. And then from here, straighten out that left leg. Now, bring your right knee into chest. Right knee at your left. Into chest. Yeah, and then extend it back. Bring your right knee back into chest. And extend it back. And then bring your right knee back into chest and hold. Pull the belly in.
Making me work a little bit.
Just a little bit. Now, press into the arch and the ball of your left foot. Turn that part of your foot on. Yes. Now, begin to extend your right foot straight back. And then now, begin to take your right hand off of the block to heart center. So now, rotate so that you're stacking your right hip on top of your left. Good job, Ashley. Good job, Ashley. Nice, nice. Standing, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana on the left side. And then now from here, take your right hand and extend it toward the sky, opening up even more. Breathe. Breathe, Ashley. Squeeze, breathe. Balance, breathe. Focus. And then now right hand comes to the block. Right hip faces the earth. Bring your right foot next to your left. Forward fold and relax. Beautiful job, Ashley. Good job. Give her a round of applause. It takes a lot sometimes to get into these postures, folks. Just know that. Now inhale, half lift. Press into your feet. Exhale, mountain pose. Beautiful. Inhale, come to chair pose. Exhale, step your left foot back to high lunge. So you get to see half moon or Ardha Chandrasana from the front side. Now we're going to see it from the back side. Or, in this case, Ashley's right side. Now, bring your left heel down so that's in line with the right. And then step your left foot forward a few inches. Yeah, that's it. Now begin to fold at the hip. Keep that right knee bent. Beautiful. And then from here, Ashley, begin to float your left leg. Just float it. Kick the left leg foot up. Keep that right knee bent and float the left foot. Extend it straight back and then up. Keep your right knee bent. Good. And then inhale, draw your left knee into chest. Exhale, extend. So you can play right here. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to chest, and hold. So you get a little core activation. And then exhale, extend. And then from here, Ashley, straighten out both arms. Straighten out your right leg. Have the heels of both hands onto the blocks. Beautiful. Now, begin to rotate your left hip so that it stacks on top of your right. Good job, Ashley. And then take your left hand to chest. Now begin to rotate your torso or the upper body so that you stack your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder.
Okay.
Good job. Good job, Ashley. Keep stacking, keep rotating, keep stacking, keep stacking, keep stacking. Now extend your left arm up toward the sky, nice and slow. Beautiful. Now keep stacking, rotate from the torso, from the hip. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, left hand to block first. Begin to have your left hip face the earth, so draw your hip down. And then draw your knee to chest, and then lower your left foot next to your right, forward fold. Nice job, Ash. Thank you so much. Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon pose. Standing half moon balancing, or balancing half moon. And then from here, inhale, hands to shins. Half lift. Exhale, press into your feet, mountain pose. And coming to, I always call mountain pose, I'm standing Savasana. And then from here, inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Good. And then just come onto your belly. And into baby cobra. Lift the hands off the earth. Let's take pressure. Draw the shoulder blades in towards one another. Lift the feet, lift the legs. One little back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, press back to child pose. Good job today, Ashley. And then from here, slowly begin to make your way onto your back. And then hug your knees to chest. Good job, Ashley. And let's do one little inversion. Bring your arms alongside you. Extend your legs toward the sky. A gentle inversion, always nice to do. Couple more breaths here. And then very slowly begin to draw your feet down to the earth. And then cross your right knee over left.
Okay.
And bring your knees into chest. Reach for the opposite ankle, just a gentle little stretch here.
Master your right and left, and you can master the world. That's what we're here with self-mastery. It sounds fancy, but we're just focused on right, left, other left.
The other right, the other left.
Now.
The real right and the real left. All right, now, uncoil the legs, left over right.
Know thyself, left and right.
That's right.
It's not that hard, guys.
No, it's not. No. For some reasons in yoga, there's so many of us that get confused, and I even get confused teaching sometimes because I'm mirroring half the time. You know, when you're teaching, you're mirroring. So, you know, we all have our little nuances of what we do, what we think is hard, or what's this, what's that. Just have fun with it. When I make a mistake, I laugh at myself. So I'm not perfect.
The way I look at it is it builds self-confidence in the students. They can
Yes.
say, oh, wow, I certainly can make a living off of this because my teacher is, you know, doing it professionally and they're making mistakes.
Oh my God, and some teachers, you'll take a class, you'll even take one of my classes maybe, and I'll forget to do something on one side. It happens. It really happens. So just know that everything happens in class. Now come into a happy baby, actually. Uncoil the legs, come into a happy baby.
Happy baby.
Yeah. Press your sacrum down. Lift your head and tuck your chin. Press the back of the head down. Good. And then just now, think about pulling your feet towards you and then pressing your sacrum down simultaneously. You feel that stretch in the lower back and inner thighs? Good. Hamstrings, lower back, inner thighs. Now reach for your heels, your hands. Yeah, that's a bigger stretch. You feel hamstrings here?
Mm-hmm.
Breathe into the space.
I also like that because I've never really liked this, how they teach it with like the
toes,
weird, yeah.
I don't like that. I never grabbed that.
Grab the big toes thing, so.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it either. So I always grab the heels or the outer edges of the feet. I do one or the other. If I'm feeling like I want more stretch, I grab my heels. If I just want to be gentle and relaxed in it, I grab the outer edges of my feet. Beautiful. Now bring both knees together. Nice. Now, bring the arms out to the sides or overhead, doesn't matter. And then lower both knees over towards the right side. And just breathe into that space.
We're just gonna go a little bit over so we have a little more space.
Ooh, she's doing something illegal. She came off her yoga mat.
So coloring that in the lines.
And then inhale, the knees come up to center. Exhale over towards the left side.
Okay. Just trying to see exactly what's on camera, what's not.
You're on camera.
Okay.
Beautiful. Hold this here. And then inhale, knees up to center. Give yourself a nice big hug there, and then bring your feet onto the mat.
Okay. We just,
Yeah.
that was an experiment. Okay.
Bring your legs and feet to the width of the mat.
Okay.
Now drop both knees over to the right. Good. And then take your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Good. Get that stretch in that outer edge of that thigh. And then from here, lower the right foot down. Bring your knees over to the left side. And then bring your left ankle on top of the right knee. Good job, Ashley. Bring the left foot down. And then walk your feet together and then let your knees just drop open. So the feet together, butterfly stretch, yeah. Just think about, just allow here, slowly bring the knees together. And then extend the legs directly out in front for our happy pose. Or Savasana. Would you like a blanket on you, Ashley?
No, I'm okay.
You're okay? Palms facing the ceiling. There's no place to go, nowhere to be but here and now. Turning our focus and attention inward. Beginning to allow the practice to integrate. Noticing how we were able to transition into our peak pose. I did it a safe way. We entered into our peak pose in a safe way. Very safe way. Nothing special about how we entered it. It was just very safe. We went from chair pose to high lunge to a version of pyramid pose to having the support of the blocks under our shoulders to line our hips up, square them into our Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose. And honor wherever you are. If one day you're just feeling like you just want to be with the hands on the blocks and just extending your leg back, if that's where you are, practice that. If you feel like you don't have the flexibility in the hips, maybe do a little bit more stretching, a little bit more hip openers. Maybe do some extra pigeon pose, do some torso twists. The preparatory pose we used today to get us into half moon so that we can open our hips was we did revolved triangle. Revolved triangle can also prep you for revolved half moon pose, which we'll do at a later time. Inhale, fill the belly, ribs and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs and belly. Take a few more rounds of breath. And then very, very slowly begin to wiggle your fingertips and wiggle your toes. Gently, gently rotating the head from side to side. Planting the feet onto the earth. Hugging our knees in towards our chest. And then coming over onto either our right or left side. Using our bottom elbow and top hand, press ourselves up into a seated position. coming back to easy pose or Sukhasana or crisscross applesauce. Drawing our hands to heart center, bowing our chin to chest. In honor of us taking the time to be here, to nourish mind, body, and spirit. The light in me honors the light in you and all of you out there in YouTube land that are live with us. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you all for joining us. If you want to do what Peter's doing, you can teach for a cause. Email yoga@ShareLove.Fund. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.